you out there in YouTube land. I'm here to review and introduce my latest member of my doll family real quickly. She is a Resinsoul May sculpt on a rong body, and I ordered her directly through Resinsoul, through email because I wanted to do a body swap, and they were very prompt with their email responses. I always got a response the next day, and I got a payment, an email saying that my payment had gone through and that they would start making my order on October 14th. She was shipped out on November 12th, which I didn't actually, they never sent me an email until this morning after I'd already gotten my "sorry we missed you" notice from the post office. But I looked it up online. So she shipped the 14th and she got here the 15th? Yeah. And I got her today on the 16th when I went to the post office. She was packed regularly like you would from Resinsoul. She came with the Resinsoul bag wrapped in a pillow. And you can see exactly how all that went down in my box opening of her. Sorry, I had to do it really quickly in the library at school because I was impatient and didn't want to wait until I got home. But a quick review of her body, a quick review of the doll in general, because the service I think was great. It was very quick, and for the price and the quality of the doll, I'm very happy with the way things turned out. Now, Resinsoul, as most of us know, is one of the cheaper companies. Their dolls are very different than my Doll's Own dolls, which are the only other MSDs I have at the moment. They have a kind of locking knee mechanism, which naturally this is about as far as the sitting position can go. She does not have the thigh swiveling joint, so she doesn't really have the ability to do the little cutesy sitting pose that some of them do. Like you can see, it doesn't work. But she sits pretty well. She has that same problem that people talk about, where when she's sitting flat, she kind of leans back a whole lot. But I mean, all you really got to do is have her slouch forward, and you're really not going to be able to tell the difference. And I think she sits just fine once you get her to slouch. As you can see, she slouches forward on both joints pretty well. So you can get her slouching pretty far forward. And then she slouches back really well. The locking points of the torso and joints, these two joints, only lock when she's in this position. They don't have any type of hook or any type of thing that catches to keep them slouched. Her elbow joints are that same extra piece, as you can see. And this is straight out of the box, so I haven't done anything to her at all. And I mean, you kind of have to play with her a little bit, but she holds her poses pretty well. She's a bit loose, but not as much as I've seen in the past. I'm going to hopefully tighten her strings in December when I'm done with classes. She's about that loose. Like, not horribly bad. I've seen way worse, but not great either. Enough to where I'm actually going to have to tighten her, and I have other dolls that are loose that I haven't tightened. This is her default face-up, which I really like, and the default eyes she came with, which I'm not really sure. They're like a yellowy brown. I like them pretty well. They're acrylic eyes. In person, they don't look as good as glass eyes, so I'm probably going to get her some new ones. And, yeah, her shoulder joint is your just average kind of up and down shoulder joint. I'm still getting used to her body because the little extra elbow pieces and stuff like that work differently than what I'm used to dealing with. Same thing with her knees joints, which are messing with me right now. Her head cap is the Resinsoul head cap. It comes with, it's a magnet in the back with 2 little pieces on the side so it can't go side to side, and a little hook right there. And it comes with big old S hook, a whole bunch of extra elastic, which is driving me up a wall because it's making her head cap not want to stay on. 1 second. I am just not, it doesn't like me. There. Whatever. And to get it back on, you just hook this into the little slot, which is, you can see it on here. You can see it right there. Hook that right like that. Make sure all the elastic is in the head cap. And the side pieces go right in, and her elastic gets in the way. Crap. Come on. There we go. And her head cap's back on. She's pretty well detailed. You can see her back. And on the front, her details are very nice. She's got very nicely detailed feet. That's how her knees look from the front. Her stomach. Very predominant nipples. For those of you who don't like that, you'd have to sand those off. They're very prominent for a doll. Her hands are very nicely done. I like the pose of them. I like how natural they really look. Same for the other hand. And you can really see her nails pretty well. And the details in her ears are very nice. I'm very picky about how my elf ears look, which is why I fell in love with the Maya sculpt, because her ears are absolutely gorgeous. I think her eyes are 16 or 14. I'm not 100% sure. She does wear a smaller wig than I'm used to for MSDs. She wears a 6'7", which is what my USD wears. Which is why I didn't buy her wig before here, because I knew her head was a little bit smaller and I wanted to make sure I got the right size. Her character's name is Leela. She is going to be a blue fairy. She actually is going to be in my Big SD's storyline. It's more of the supernatural side of her storyline, of their storyline, that's going to come out later. And that's all I really got for her character so far. She's a water fairy. I fell in love with the color of her and the sculpt, and kind of went for a doll and worked a storyline around the doll instead of the other way around, which is kind of how I normally do it. Is have a story and fit a doll to it. So a little bit different than my average way of going. But if you have any questions about the wrong body or the Maya sculpt of the head, or how my service with Resinsoul went, just leave me a comment in the bottom or message me. Either way, I'm cool. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And hopefully in the near future I'll be able to get some better pictures up so on my DeviantArt or Den of Angels or anything like that, because you can't really see how pretty her skin color is. It's a little bit gray, but it's still beautiful. But before I run out of time, I will say thank you for watching. Bye!